Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Tommy and I had a great time yesterday being able to visit students at school. It just so worked out that as I was up at the junior high meeting with students during lunchtime, that Tommy had been at the high school and visited with several of our kids and then was able to come down and spend the duration of junior high lunch with me visiting with students. So great time was had. We got to touch base with a lot of our kids, a lot that maybe some even that haven't been this semester that have been in the past and assured me, hey, I'm coming back. Some of them even, I'm going to be there this week. And so just continue to pray for wisdom of our leadership team, for the patience of small group leaders, and just that God would work in the lives of these students. Tomorrow night, we're going to be in our revival services, which it doesn't change what we do a whole lot other than we'll be here in the sanctuary. I'll be leading out in music, and then we'll be going into the preaching time with Brother Ben. A couple of things I want to hit on. When we come up, we'll probably head up this way about 6:10 or so to get everybody situated in here. So if you're eating dinner, if you could kind of try to wrap it up at 10 after, that way we can get all of our students over here and situated before the children and all the adults come in. Group leaders, if you'll sit with your groups, and just like we do on a regular Wednesday night, kind of divide up the troublemakers and sit there in the middle of them. We'll bring our books, we'll take roll when we first get here, that way when we get started, that'll be done with and out of the way. I'm going to start the service by presenting Britton Glover and Amaya Edwards for baptism, joining the church on profession of faith, and then Brother Rick will baptize them at the beginning, the outset of the service. So that'll kind of be a different thing that we're doing. I'd like to baptize them. I've just got so many obligations. I have to choose what I can and can't do. So Rick's going to do that tomorrow night. And just to see, for the church to see the fruit of some of what's come strictly from Wednesday night, because these are students who are only attending on Wednesday night. And so being baptized on Wednesday night and just seeing the evidence of that. Of course, we had another who made a decision last week that Brother Rick's going to follow up on tonight. And Bailey Ledbetter, who I've visited with her family for years, and Amanda counseled with last week, and will be coming forward for baptism shortly. So there's a lot of great things happening there, even in the midst of some of those struggles of Satan trying to disrupt. That would be why he's trying to disrupt, because he does not want to see students coming to salvation in Christ. And so just great things to rejoice in, and I hope you're able to be here and to participate in that tomorrow. At the end of the service tomorrow, we'll do an altar call, I'm most certain. And it just seems like when we're here in a revival setting in the sanctuary that there's a lot of movement of students. So again, I just ask you to be prepared if you're willing, if you're able, to speak with students, to pray with students, to counsel students, whatever it may be, because I know in the past we've had lots of students come forward in revival meetings, decisions being made or just counseling therefore. So I'll be doing the music, just again, because there's nobody else to do music, so I'll be leading the music and the invitation. So all the more, like a regular Wednesday, if you guys can be on tap to receive students as they come, and I assume children's leadership will do the same if younger kids come. I'll have materials to give students if they do make a decision, and decision cards and so forth. But that's kind of a different dynamic of what we'll have going on, and maybe even be able to get back later on this semester or next semester into the sanctuary for the same type of revival type atmosphere, and just mixing it up. But I do want to thank you again, encourage you. You are doing a great job, and I see it every week as students look to you guys even before they look to me, because they have that connection with you first, and that's awesome. I'm totally not offended by that or feel threatened by that. I feel like that's my goal, is to connect these students with as many adults as possible, but with an adult on an even closer level than just me and 85 students. So thank you for that, and keep it up, and let me hear about I counseled with this student, or they made this decision, and I rejoice with you. So don't ever feel like that's something that I need to do. That's what you guys are in place for, and I'm grateful for you doing that, and I'm grateful that you get to experience that as God's working through you in the lives of students. I'm praying for you guys today, praying for your small groups, for those students that you meet with and visit with and teach on a weekly basis. And I just pray that God will continue to use you. God will continue to bring you along as you're bringing students along behind you. So thank you for your diligence. Thank you for pursuing Christ and putting the gospel out before these students who likely never hear anywhere else. You are a blessing, and I love you.